Hey guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here with my discussion or my review of the 2013 Academy Awards. Guys, it was Oscar Sunday last night, and if you've been following me on Facebook and Twitter, even if you have seen a few of my YouTube videos, you will know that I have really been hyping up the Academy Awards ever since the nominees were revealed to us back in January. I had been hyping up the Academy Awards, and ever since some of the movies that were nominated for Best Picture ever since they were released last year, I had been hyping up the Academy Awards because I knew some of the movies would get nominated for the Academy Awards. So guys, it was Oscar Sunday last night, and I will just say this one thing about the show before I get into the reading of the winners. This probably had to be the best Academy Awards I've ever seen in my life. Now, obviously, I'm not that old, so I haven't seen that many. But out of all the ones that I have seen, out of all the Oscar shows I have seen, this probably had to be my favorite one. There are many reasons why. There are a lot of things I liked and did not like about last night's Oscars, but a lot of things I did like. They're overpowering my dislikes. I'm going to, I guess, review the show. I'll talk about, like I said, the things I did not like and the things I did like later on. But right now, I'm going to read you guys the full winners list for all 24 categories. I got this little Oscar ballot sheet right here. I got this from my newspaper. Now, the funny thing that my newspaper does every single Oscar Sunday, in the daily paper, they include a ballot with each category, every single nominee. There's a little checkbox near the names of each nominee, and you can check off the winners for each category as you're watching the show, or you can even make predictions before you watch the show. So it's used for either purpose, and I marked off all the winners so I could do this little discussion video. So right now, guys, I'm going to read the whole winners list, and then I'll talk about a couple of the categories, I guess. I'll talk about a couple of the movies that won big last night. Not that many movies did win big, so I'll get into that, and I'll discuss the show. So I'm gonna start off with the not as important categories. Of course, I'll read off the Best Picture winner and the Best Director winner towards the end. Okay, so the first category, Best Visual Effects. The winner was Life of Pi. Best Sound Mixing went to Les Miserables. Best Sound Editing. Now, before I give you the winners I said, something amazing happened last night. There was a tie in the category of Best Sound Editing. I was really surprised. This is the first time I had ever seen a tie in all of my years of watching the Academy Awards, so I thought that was pretty impressive. And the tie was between Skyfall and Zero Dark 30, so that was pretty interesting. I had witnessed a tie in my whole years of life while watching the Oscars. Best Live Action Short Film went to Curfew. Best Animated Short Film went to Paperman. Best Production Design, Lincoln was the winner. Best Original Song, Skyfall by Adele from Skyfall won that category. Best Original Score, the winner was Life of Pi by Michael Donna. Best Makeup and Hairstyling, the winner was Les Miserables. Best Foreign Language Film was Amour from Austria. Of course, we all knew Amour would win. Best Film Editing went to one of my favorite films nominated, along with Life of Pi and Lincoln, Argo. So Argo won Best Film Editing. Best Documentary Short went to Innocente. Best Documentary Feature went to Searching for Sugar Man. Best Costume Design went to, now I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Anna Karenina. You guys know me, I do not know how to pronounce that. Anna Karenina, I don't know how to say it. There it is. The movie with Keira Knightley in it, that one, for Best Costume Design. Okay, there you have it. Best Animated Feature went to Brave. Best Cinematography, the winner was Life of Pi. Best Original Screenplay, the winner was Django Unchained, written by Quentin Tarantino. Best Adapted Screenplay, we have the winner being Argo by Chris Terrio. Now we're getting into the Best Actor, Best Actress. Best Supporting Actress went to Anne Hathaway for Les Miserables. Best Supporting Actor went to Christoph Waltz for Django Unchained. Now we have Best Actress and Best Actor. Best Actress, the winner was Jennifer Lawrence for Silver Linings Playbook. Best Actor, of course, we all know he would win. President Lincoln, the winner for Best Actor was Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln. Best Director, the biggest surprise of the night for me, Ang Lee for Life of Pi. And finally, the Best Picture winner was the movie I had seen right before the Oscars. I bought it and watched it because I knew it would possibly win Best Picture. And that movie is this Blu-ray right here, Argo. That's right, guys. Argo won Best Picture. I was so happy that Argo won it. Really quickly, getting into the Best Picture category, I am so glad Argo won. I watched the movie. I watched it Friday night, right before Oscar Sunday, 2 days before, and I loved this movie. Out of all the films nominated for Best Picture, I had only seen Argo, Life of Pi, and Lincoln so far. I still want to see Silver Linings Playbook, Django Unchained, and Zero Dark 30. And Argo, I don't know if it was my favorite out of the three that I had seen. I still think I might like Life of Pi just a little bit more, but Argo was fantastic, guys. This was a fantastic film, and you know what? It just won Best Picture, so please go out and see it. I loved every bit of this movie. So intense, so engaging. I loved Argo. Argo was fantastic. Ben Affleck, man, you deserved it. And you know what? Now that I heard everybody complaining about it, Ben Affleck did get snubbed for Best Director. He definitely should have gotten a nomination for that. Even if Ang Lee was still going to win, he still should have been nominated. He was snubbed. But you know what? It doesn't matter. His film won Best Picture anyway. Would have been nice to see him for Best Director, but still, Argo was fantastic. But guys, anyway, getting back into the winners. That's the complete list of winners, guys. Right now in the comments, let me know what you thought of the winners for each category. Were you disappointed with some of the winners? I'll get into a few of the categories. I think I'll talk about a few of the categories, a few wins that actually surprised me. I'll do that right now. Getting into the biggest shock of the night for me, Best Director. I thought Spielberg would get it. I seriously thought Steven Spielberg would get it. I love Steven Spielberg. He's probably one of my favorite directors of all time. I wanted either him or Ang Lee, but I told myself, you know what, I'm pretty sure they're going to end up giving it to Spielberg. When they said Ang Lee's name, I screamed. I was so happy Ang Lee won. Because you know what? I liked his direction in Life of Pi more than Steven Spielberg's in Lincoln, and I like Life of Pi more than Lincoln anyway, so I definitely wanted Life of Pi. I did not think they were going to give it to him, and I was so glad they did. It's his second Best Director win. He absolutely deserved it. Life of Pi, fantastically directed. I love that movie. I cannot wait to get that on Blu-ray. So happy Ang Lee won, even though Ben Affleck was not nominated. If it was Ben Affleck or Ang Lee, I probably would have wanted Ben Affleck, because I think his direction Argo was flawless, but it would have been hard for me to pick one. But since Ben Affleck was not nominated, I wanted Ang Lee or Spielberg. I really wanted Ang Lee, though, and he did end up winning. I was so happy about that. Best Actor, of course, we knew Daniel Day-Lewis would get it. Well-deserved, very well-deserved. Best Actress, I was so happy Jennifer Lawrence won. I seriously thought it was going to be either Emmanuelle Riva or Quvenzhané Wallis. So glad Jennifer Lawrence won. She's my favorite actress out of all of them, obviously, because I love her in The Hunger Games, and I cannot wait to see Silver Linings Playbook now. I will buy it as soon as it comes out on Blu-ray for sure. And Christoph Waltz and Anne Hathaway for Best Supporting Actor and Actress. I knew that. I knew they were going to win. Maybe some other surprises. I knew Amor would win Best Foreign Language Film. I was a little shocked Brave won. Not really shocked, but I kind of felt Brave was going to win for Best Animated Film because it was Pixar. I know a lot of people are mad about that. They wanted Wreck-It Ralph or Paranorman, but obviously the Academy gave it to Brave because it's Pixar. I don't know. I didn't see Brave. Maybe a couple other surprises. None that I could think of. I was surprised Zero Dark 30 only came home with one award for Best Sound Editing, and it was tied with Skyfall for that award, so I don't know what happened there. And Lincoln, too. Lincoln did not come home with much. Lincoln only came home with Daniel Day-Lewis for acting, and Best Production Design. So Lincoln only won 2. Argo, the Best Picture winner, only ended up winning 3. Took home Best Picture, Best Film Editing, well deserved for Best Film Editing, and what else did it take home? Now I gotta find it. Best Adapted Screenplay. Another one, well deserved. I wanted that to win for Best Adapted Screenplay. I was glad it did. So Argo only took home 3, but the big winner of the night was, and I was so happy for this movie, Life of Pi, my favorite one out of all the movies nominated. Life of Pi came home with Best Director, Best Visual Effects, Best Cinematography, well deserved for Best Cinematography, and what else? Best Score, Best Original Score. So I was so happy for Life of Pi. Even though it wasn't a big winner, it ended up coming home with 4 awards. So guys, those are all the winners. Yeah, I'm really pleased with everything. Overall, guys, I loved the show for the awards alone. There were other things I did like about the show, which I'll get into really quickly. A lot of the people that I wanted to win, a lot of the awards a lot of the movies that I wanted to win ended up winning for once. Usually every single time I watch the Oscars, the things that I want to win never end up winning. There's always the biggest shock, there's the biggest surprise, and this year there really weren't too many surprises, with the exception of Ang Lee for directing and Jennifer Lawrence for Best Actress. I really wasn't surprised too much, and I was really pleased that a lot of the people won who I wanted to win. And out of all the 24 categories, I made predictions for every single one. I ended up getting 18 of them correct. I predicted 18 categories. I was shocked. I usually end up only getting 10 or 5. The rest, I cannot predict. And the only reason why I ended up predicting so many right is because I've been following these movies all year long. Even though I haven't seen half of them, I have been following them. I've been watching the movie reviews for them. I've been following them on Rotten Tomatoes. I've been looking at movie reviews by film critics. And that's why I was able to predict so many. And a lot of the movies that won at the Golden Globes ended up winning last night at the Oscars. So that's why I made a lot of my predictions. A lot of my predictions were correct. Now, guys, getting into the part where I talk about the show really briefly, really quickly. I want to talk about the things I liked about the show. Obviously, the first thing that needs to be mentioned is Seth MacFarlane as the host of the Oscars. I'm going to make a bold statement right here. Out of all the Academy Awards that I've seen in my life, Seth MacFarlane has been the best host, in my opinion. I'm still torn between him and last year's host, who I believe was Billy Crystal. Yeah, I think Billy Crystal did last year. Billy Crystal was great last year, and I think the year before that, Alec Baldwin and Steve Martin were really funny, but Seth MacFarlane was definitely one of the best. I'm not going to say he is the best out of all the award shows I've seen. He's one of the best for sure. He was really funny. Joke after joke, he was throwing jokes out there. I was laughing nonstop throughout the show last night. The musical numbers that he was doing, one of the best musical numbers was at the end where he did that song with Kristen Stewart about the losers. Oh my God, I was laughing hysterically. I could not stop laughing. With the part where they mentioned Bradley Cooper in Hangover 4, I thought that was hysterical. I loved that. Seth MacFarlane, easily one of the best hosts I have seen during my lifetime. Congratulations, Seth. I would love to see you host again. You made the show excellent. It was really funny. Even though the first 16 minutes it was a waste. The rest of the show was fantastic. I loved it. You were easily one of the best parts of the show. Other things I liked: Anne Hathaway's acceptance speech for her Best Supporting Actress win for Les Miserables. Even though I haven't seen Les Miserables, I don't plan on seeing it because I don't like musicals. I loved her speech. Really good speech by Anne Hathaway. I like Anne Hathaway as an actress too. So I really enjoyed that. Other things I really enjoyed, I loved for the first time seeing that tie for Best Sound Editing. I thought that was pretty cool. Very different. I've never seen that before. A few other things I liked. I love how Argo took home those 3 awards, including Best Picture. Life of Pi took home so many. I was glad about that. Would have loved to see Lincoln take home a few more because I did love that movie as well. But you know what? You can't have Lincoln and Argo and Life of Pi winning everything. You know, only one film can win for each category. So, also the In Memoriam tribute was really well done. I liked some of the actors and actresses, and filmmakers that were put in the tribute. I thought that was really good. A couple other Oscar speeches. Daniel Day-Lewis's Oscar speech was pretty good. Very well said. And very well deserved win by far. Jennifer Lawrence, I expected a better speech from her. Hers was very brief. However, it was kind of I'm not gonna say it was funny. It was unexpected to see her fall on stage as she was going up the stage. However, I'm sure her win was well deserved, and I love Jennifer Lawrence. I cannot wait to see her in the next Hunger Games movie. I can't wait to see her in more movies. That is. Other things I like, Ben Affleck. He's such a nervous guy when he's making a speech. When he was giving his speech for his Best Picture win for Argo, I really liked that as well. A couple other speeches I loved when they had the computer animated Ted come out with Mark Wahlberg. Even though that was already pre-filmed, I guess. I loved how they presented an award. That was pretty funny. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. You know, I love seeing. Obviously, I love always seeing scenes from the movies that get nominated. Some of the presenters were really good. One of the best presenters, in my opinion, was the 5 of the Avengers came out and presented an award. Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, Samuel L. Jackson, and did I say Jeremy Renner? Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Jeremy Renner, and Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know where Thor was. They came out and presented 2 awards. I was so happy to see them recognized from their movie, for their popular movie for the Avengers, and I'm glad that they presented an award. I think that's about everything I enjoyed about the show. 2 things that bothered me about the show. One of them, I thought there were way too many musical numbers. Too many performers. That's it. Someone, even on Twitter, someone even tweeted saying that they felt like it was the Grammys. They were watching the Grammys. There were so many musical performances. They could have cut down on the musical performances and the show would have fit its running time. It was supposed to end at 11:30. Ended up ending at 12 o'clock. So it was half hour, later because of all the musical performances you gotta have, and all the extra things you really don't need. But other than that, my one other biggest complaint that really killed my night. I was having such a great night. I was getting a lot of movies correct. I was getting a lot of guesses right. When Kristen Stewart came out to present the award, I forget what award she was presenting. I frowned. She is one of the most unhappy people on this planet. She literally turned my mood into I felt depressed seeing her. It felt like she didn't want to be there. I was saying to myself, why did you get Kristen Stewart to present an award? The woman has very good actress. She has no emotion whatsoever. None. I posted it on Twitter. I tweeted, Kristen Stewart, go back to Twilight, please. Do not present at the Academy Awards again. You killed the show for me in the 2 minutes you were up there presenting. Really not happy about that at all. I'm sorry, Kristen. Really good actress, but you have no emotion whatsoever. I'm sorry, guys. That's just how I feel. One other thing that I did like about the show, just remember this. Michelle Obama helped present Best Picture. She said something about how these movies are made for the young people, the film students that enjoy filmmaking. I loved what she was saying with the Best Picture nominees and all that, and how she was saying it's for us young people like me who love films and who want to become a filmmaker, who would love to one day be nominated for an Academy Award. I loved how she was saying that, and I one day hope that I can become a filmmaker as well. And I thought Michelle Obama's appearance was great. I loved how she said that when she was giving the nominees, when she was helping with the nominees for Best Picture. She was presenting that award. So thank you, Michelle Obama, for saying that. I really appreciated that. That was really nice. So guys, there you have it. That has been my discussion of the 2013 Academy Awards. Guys, what did you think of the show? What did you think of the awards that won? Were you unhappy that Argo won Best Picture? I was so happy Argo won it. Ben Affleck deserved it. I still think that The Town got robbed back in 2010 when that came out. I still think that should have won a couple things back in 2010 when that came out. But I'm glad they finally recognized Ben Affleck. They recognized Argo, so I'm so glad about that. Guys, like I said, let me know what you thought of the show down in the comments. If the Oscars isn't for you, then that's fine. I cannot wait till next year's Oscars. And this was such a great show. Greatly hosted, of course, by Seth MacFarlane. Great job, Seth. You did a really good job. And yeah, guys, I really enjoyed the show. So thank you for watching. And again, guys, let me know what you thought of the show down in the comments. And that's it, guys. Bye.